What is up, everyone? Guys, listen up. In today's video, I want to talk about the overall best weapons in Helldivers 2. And what I mean by that is like essentially a primary weapon that you could pick up no matter who you were fighting, right? And when we were discussing this with my friends, I was like, you know what? I want to hear the community's response as well, because I know that a lot of people have obviously different kinds of opinions about this, and you guys know we can agree to disagree. There's nothing wrong with it. And keep in mind, no matter what I say or any other content creator out there, if you guys enjoy a weapon, just use that weapon. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters, honestly. However, I'm going to tell you guys my opinions about these primary weapons. And once again, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. The first weapon I think is one of the best in the game when it comes to all factions is going to be the one and only crossbow. The crazy thing is, crossbow is essentially a better version of the eruptor, right? But on top of that, it has better ammo economy. It's not as clunky. And the fact that it actually works against every single faction within the game so well is insane. And there's quite a few reasons why this weapon is so good, right? First of all, the explosion radius just works against every faction within the game. On top of that, the explosive damage that it has deals with essentially every enemy within the game, apart from some of the biggest enemies, but that also depends. If you look at the tripods on the Illuminate side, yeah, those guys go down pretty easily as long as you know the weak spots for the tripods. You're not going to have absolutely any issues against them. When it comes to the bugs, as I said, the ad clear is phenomenal. It has a very easy time with spewers, for example. And if you crack the armor of the Bile Titan, you're not going to struggle with that as well. On the bot side, it pretty much takes out everything. It destroys Devastators. It destroys the smaller enemies. Like everything that is just coming at you, the crossbow gets the job done. On top of that, it can destroy bug holes, spaceships, and not just that, but it's also one-handed. And with the introduction of the new shield with the Urban Legends Warbond, it completely went to the next level. And it's really interesting how a weapon on its own is already really good, and then you have a new item added to the game like the new shield, and boom, it goes even higher than that. And when I first used that combination when Illuminates dropped, I was just mind blown, man. It's one of the coolest additions to the game, and not just because it is really effective and strong, but it's also honestly one of the most fun ways to play the game. Like having that shield against the Illuminates and being able to block so much incoming damage and then destroying them is on a completely different level. So crossbow has to be one of the three weapons that really dominates no matter which enemy type you're fighting, right? Weapon number 2 is going to be the Purifier. Easy peasy. One of the worst weapons of all time when it launched. Not one of the worst weapon when it was launched, right? Like it made no sense in the shape that it was. Like literally Scorcher was better. The plasma shotgun was better. There was like no reason to use it. Now you move forward a little bit and it got an absolutely insane buff. And now it's one of the best weapons within the game, or probably the best weapon in the game. It depends, right? A lot of people enjoy crossbow more. I personally think that the Purifier feels better and is less clunkier. And on top of that, the ammo economy feels even better than the crossbow. And the reason I say that is because if you use the charged shots, essentially when it comes to clearing, you're clearing a big area of enemies with every shot. So you don't even have to use the normal shots at all. Like if there's a lot of zombies coming at you, or a lot of bugs, or a lot of bots, you just slap them with a charged shot and you're good to go, right? It's just as easy as that, which makes the ammo economy better because with one shot, you're killing so many enemies. On top of that, the single target damage on the Purifier is incredible. And all of these weapons that are either plasma or explosive will always have an advantage over ARs, for example, right? And the reason for that is simple. It's because of the explosions and the plasma weapons, which also have like explosion radius, right? Both of these weapons do. The fact that it has explosions, I'm talking about Purifier, makes it much easier to take out their weak spots, right? Like you don't have to be super precise. You just land those shots in a relatively close to the enemy, and the big explosion radius gets the job done. And the fact that, for example, if you're getting pushed by 5, 7, 10 Devastators, whatever it is, and you're shooting one of them, but yet you're hitting 4 or 5 of them at the same time, yeah, you can't really compete with that. And even though crossbow is also very, very good, and if you do know a few strategies, you can easily combine it with some really cool stratagems. For example, combine it with the 110 rocket pods. And in that case, if you're fighting a Bile Titan, for example, right? You slap them around with the 110, break the armor, and then you hit him with the Purifier, 1 or 2 charged shots and the Bile Titan is dead. And then think about it. It's a primary weapon that works so well with a stratagem like 110. And the third weapon is going to be another plasma weapon, and that's going to be a plasma shotgun. Now, technically, I would have said Blitzer, but then remember, we're talking about weapons that are good against all factions. So if I pick Blitzer, it's not realistic, because even though I think it's literally the best weapon in the game when it comes to the bugs and incredible when it comes to the Illuminates, it really falls off when it comes to the bots. However, the plasma shotgun does really well against all factions, right? Now, arguably, you could put Scorcher or plasma shotgun. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. For me, it's the plasma shotgun. I think that it just feels better. I think the ammo economy is also better. When it comes to single target damage and the TTK, the Scorcher is gonna be better. So just as an example, if you're trying to destroy a Bile Titan and if you go for that tail, yes, the Scorcher will get the job done faster, because that single target damage is ridiculous because of the fire rate on the said Scorcher. However, anything apart from that, when it comes to clearing, explosions, AoE clears, all of those things, the plasma shotgun will do a better job. Also keep in mind that it has really good stagger. So if you're getting pushed by stalkers, you hit him once, he's gonna get staggered, and you essentially have him stun locked as long as you're shooting him, and they're gonna die pretty quickly as well. When it comes to the bot side, because it has that really cool curve, you can get some really nice and safe shots in against the bots. And when it comes to the Illuminates, it destroys the zombies against the Illuminates. And if you're hitting the flying enemies, they're going to get staggered as well. So yeah, those are the weapons. For me personally, I would love to hear your thoughts. And guys, let's slow down with the ARs, right? I know you guys enjoy ARs, but like putting ARs in the top 3, top 5 weapons in Helldivers 2 is kind of wild, right? It is. So if I hear any Liberator, or if I see in the comment section, you know what, Pip? Yeah, those weapons are good. Those are good. But you know what my favorite is, Pip? What is it, guys? Tell me. The Liberator Concussive. I will, and I mean this, I will drill a hole through my monitor. Don't get me wrong. If you guys like it, use it. Not a problem at all. It doesn't matter what I say or anyone says for that matter. Once again, as long as you're having fun, all I'm saying is top 3 ARs? Really? And if we are going to be discussing ARs in the comment section below, I want to hear it, man. Let's have the discussion. What is it that you guys enjoy about the ARs so much that you guys think that they are better than the weapons that I went over against all factions? I love having these discussions. I always try to read as many comments as possible, so I'll definitely try to answer as many comments as possible. As always, thank you so much for all the love and support. Stay positive, stay disciplined, and I'll see you all on the next one.